Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca, for those of you who are brand new. So welcome to your Venus sign reading. So this reading is for the Venus sign of Aries. If you don't know what your Venus sign is, all you have to do is look up a free astrology chart and find it. I prefer Astro Cafe myself. So that is how you discover your Venus sign. Your Venus sign is what speaks of your love life, the way you view love, the way you receive love. It talks about your relationships. It can also talk about your career. So this is the closest thing I'll do to an actual love reading. So we're going to go ahead and hop right into it. And with an eloquy card. So I just want to take a second to thank you all so much. I do genuinely appreciate all of the likes, the loves, the subscribed. It's very humbling. So yeah, sorry. We have Eclat, she who regrets, battle, victory, and bitterness. While I'm looking that up, I would like to invite you all to the Facebook page. If you would, or if you're interested in the live events where I do free card pulls, you can find the link for that in the description box below. If you would like to know how to get a personal reading, or if you're just interested in me or my blog, feel free to check out the website, which is also in the description box below. So we have Eclat. She who regrets brings the message of bitter victory and success, which may be regretted in the long run. She knows how to go to battle. She understands how to win a war. Never having run from a fight, the ground she rests upon is littered with skulls. I'm sorry, my dog is being a weirdo and is chasing his tail. Sorry. The ground she rests upon is littered with skulls. She stands solitary on the smoke-covered battlefield, secure in the knowledge that she is victorious. But while the battle had to be waged, perhaps it could have been done with less acrimony. Some of the wounds Eclat inflicted were to herself. There will never be any love lost between Eclat and those she has crushed in the name of her hollow victory. The message of this card is to use caution in arguments. We all have disagreements in our lives. It is how we resolve those moments that defines our future. How often have angry words been used as weapons before any attempt at a truce is made? Consider your speech carefully before you launch those arrows. Is it the right thing to do? Can you find another way to resolve the confrontation that doesn't involve the loss of friends and self-respect? Before you send out a declaration of hostilities, look deeply into Eclat's eyes and consider her regret. Your questions. What is the best outcome for all involved? Will I have regrets if this conflict ends bitterly? Who will be harmed if this matter is not settled amicably? Interesting energy. So, my dog made it dusty in here by rolling around on the rug. Okay. Please show me the past. Please show me the past. We have the Four of Wands. So there was I'm actually hearing marriage here, but this is a commitment. What is the present? What is the present? We have the King of Cups. We have Piscean energy. This is emotional stability. This is having a cup to offer. It's also not wearing your heart on your sleeve. The King of Cups is emotionally balanced. He gives love. He receives love. He knows the worth of love. What is the challenge? What is the challenge? We have the Three of Swords. So this is pain, this is heartache, but it's also a mental and verbal energy. So things that have been said in the past might have caused pain, or you may have caused pain. This is what's challenging you, is overcoming this pain. What is the guidance? The Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is the slow-moving guy that does all of the work in the background. He sows the fields. He digs in the earth. He is diligent. Due diligence is always the word that the words that I hear with this card. So what is the potential outcome? We have the Fool. So there's a fresh new beginning here, where all of the baggage has been put down and left behind. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Coins. So if you're going to have a 10, this is one of the better ones to have. We have long-term stability here. This can talk about house, home, legacy, savings. There's a lot to this, but it also has to do with family and having things to pass on and leave to the family. But it's also a 10, so there's a sense here of an ending. Now, it could be that you're holding on to some sort of ending, potentially saving pain. I don't know who that message is for. So let's look at this Four of Wands. Like I said, this is a commitment. This is a coming together with someone. Let's clarify the Four of Wands. The Three of Swords also talks about a third-party situation. So we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And the Strength card in reverse. So we have Leo here. The bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So that's 3 eights. This commitment, for some of you, was very freeing. And at the same time, there's this sense of being stuck in singledom. There may have been an aspect to this commitment that was coming from a place of loneliness. Or even I heard carnal desires, or not being able to temper the animal within, the carnal desires, right? There is an aspect of mental freedom here, while passion is being restrained and communication is being restrained. Interesting. There's a sense of wanting to break free in this. But kind of like being afraid to be alone. So let's look at this King of Cups. Please clarify the King of Cups. We have the Two of Wands in reverse, the Five of Wands in reverse, and the King of Pentacles and the Lovers card in the upright. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Temperance card. So this is actually quite lovely. Now, there is one too many masculine energies here, but we have water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, earth sign, I almost said Cancer again, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We also have Gemini here and Sagittarius here. There is an overcoming of some sort of conflict, and like a decision to overcome this conflict. I absolutely love the Lovers card in this deck. You see it, it's two snakes there. And the reason I like that is because snakes represent rebirth. They represent shedding of an old skin, of an old life. Now, with these two kings here, this very much talks about having emotional stability as well as financial and material stability. There is, again, this decision made to leave this conflict and to move forward in this way. Even though it may be carefully, and there's a lot of healing here. And again, we have Two Cups and the Temperance card, so there's a sense of alchemy and being able to control what was out of control here in the recent past. I just heard mastery. Okay, so let's look at the Three of Swords. So we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. We have the High Priestess in reverse. So Piscean energy. Interesting. And the Hierophant in the upright. There's a spiritual teacher here. There is a spiritual lesson here. We have the Moon card in the reverse. There's a sense of overcoming a cycle of fear by letting go of your voice. Right? Now, to some degree, you're not listening to intuition because of what you've learned in the past. So there's a sense here of tradition and letting go of intuition, letting go of emotion. When you feel your way through everything, your feelings aren't meant to be how you make decisions, right? There's if you're not emotionally balanced, there's some sort of guidance here that is showing you how to make these decisions without letting go of your intuition. It's almost as though as every time you follow your intuition, it was right and it ended poorly. And now following your intuition doesn't, you're afraid of it. But there's a recognition of how this heartache is built on some sort of cycle, built in some sort of tradition that you're bringing in. And again, the Three of Swords can talk about a third party situation, or there being too many people in a situation. And because this crow has two heads, two minds, there can be that potential here. The High Priestess can also talk about a secret lover. So there's this aspect of some sort of secrets that are really hurting the heart, and that being illuminated with the Moon card here. So we have Cancer and Pisces twice, because this talks to me about Cancer and Pisces. So let's look at the Knight of Coins. Please clarify the Knight of Coins. So we have the Hanged Man in reverse, the Ten of Cups in the upright, and the Fool. This is coming out of stagnation, even if it's one baby step at a time. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Again, this is moving towards your happiness. This is doing the due diligence. Now, maybe there's an aspect of returning to something, but there is freedom to do that. So what is your happy home? What does that look like? You know, I do feel like there potentially is a sacrifice that's going to have to be made with this Hangman. Now, the only thing that you can sacrifice is what is truly yours. So, to sacrifice means to make sacred. There's a lot of work that needs to be put in here, and it's going to be slow moving. This isn't something that is going to happen overnight. You don't just go from the Ace to the 10 in a day or two. So there is a sense here of doing the due diligence towards this new start. So we have Aries and Aquarius here. This, again, feels like returning. Taking those small steps every day. And the Fool card can very much talk about the child. And in this particular card, she has a snake right in her face that she may almost kiss. Now, she might smell the flower, or she might get bit on the nose. So there's an aspect here of maybe potentially looking at some sort of danger and gaining the insight through returning to the inner child. And again, I just keep hearing due diligence, due diligence, due diligence. There's a need here to look, to gain the insight, to take those slow steps, to build the path. I also heard bear witness. So you may have an earth sign here to bear witness to. We do have Taurus here, and Taurus again here. All right, so let's look at the Fool. Please clarify the Fool as the outcome. The Two of Pentacles. The Justice card in reverse. And the Three of Wands. So there's a lot of blindfolds here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and this card has been coming up all day. There's a feeling here of breaking contracts and kind of saying, scrap the juggling act, I'm going all in. We do have 2 threes here. There is a sense here of kind of waiting for the future, of looking into your investment, and almost this anxiety or anxiousness in getting there. With this Justice card in reverse, again, there's a sense of potentially something that's a little outside of the rules, shall we say. That could be helping to bring things into balance. And I say into balance because in the upright, this Justice card, the scales are tilted. They're not in balance. So there's an aspect here of maybe not seeing how to bring the balance into a situation and just letting it be what it is. Like I said, there's this very kind of solitary feeling at the end of this, in juggling a situation. And we do have Libra here in reverse, and again Aries. So it's like, what is it that you want? You're going to have to choose something. So there's a sense here of maybe impulsiveness, this almost feels like a gamble that undoes some sort of contract. Okay, so I'm going to pull a Magdalene card. What is the guidance for my Venus in Aries. Mother Mary. And then we're going to pull a mystical shaman card. What is the guidance? Thank you. We have the drum number 15, which is a 6, which is also the number of the Lovers card. So we will start with the mystical shaman. The rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through its branches. The drum skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls forth the power of the thunder and the rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happen. The drum invites you to take the next bold step in your journey. The forces of heaven and earth are aligned behind you, supporting effortless action. This is not a time to push against the river. The current will take you exactly where you want to go once you jump in. Collect your power tools and summon your courage because it's going to be a wild and glorious journey. Allow yourself to be carried by the rhythm of what is really essential in your life. The medicine. You travel to the beat of a different drum. It's time to acknowledge you do not fit a mold or a role or a relationship that is not in tune with you. Find your rhythm. Respond to the heartbeat of the distant drum. The price you pay for lingering becomes higher with each passing day. Now is the time to move on. And then we have Mother Mary. Dearest one, I ask you to surrender the fear and anxiety you hold for a loved one's well-being. Trust, all will turn out for the highest good of all concerned. This current situation is simply part of your loved one's life experience and learning. A blessing eventually stems from this current event. Remember, at the heart of all creation, only love exists. Allow divine love to stir within your heart. Feel it move the earth and stars as the miracle of life forever unfolds. Have faith in the universal spirit of life and know that you and those dear to you are eternally protected. I shower your loved one with protective and healing light, so please do not worry. That is your reading. I do hope it was helpful. If it was, please hit the like and subscribe button. Have a beautiful night, and remember, I love you. Bye-bye.